The loser is the consumer. The loser is the person like me.
YouTube TV screwing us over.
It sucks no matter what. We can sit here and throw stones at YouTube TV.
Oh, here's a $10 credit. Is my response to you on that. We're going to give you $10 to shut up and like it. That's more or less what they're telling us.
We understand the concept of business and how these negotiations happen, but the loser is us.
This is all to do about nothing. This is all negotiation tactics.
You think that they'll have it done by this weekend?
By number one versus number two. Yeah.
I think that they will screw us over this weekend. Because didn't this happen with ESPN last year or the year before where we missed one weekend and they got back that was 2 years ago. Because it was Aaron Rodgers and the Jets on Monday Night Football, but that
was the deadline.
We missed all of the college football on ESPN in the prior 2 weeks before that because, that was Monday Night Football.
Not the 2 weeks before, just the 1 weekend before. Because that week, there was no number one versus number two. And there was no SEC.
It was 2 weeks because it was Monday Night Football. So it was the first week, the Labor Day weekend, then the next weekend of college football. Then by Monday, they got it done. Or maybe they got it done right before
I don't
Saturday.
remember missing 2 weeks of college football.
Yeah.
I remember missing a couple of games, and then all of a sudden, miraculously, by the time the Monday Night Football was ready to go, and Rodgers wanted to make his debut, well, by God, he was making his debut. Everything was back in order.
Well, these whole things, the negotiations that take place on this, it sucks no matter what. Like, we can sit here and throw stones at YouTube TV or Fox or whoever. The loser is the consumer. Every single time. The loser is the person like me who pays for YouTube TV. By the way, I love YouTube TV. I find it way better than the experience I had with DirecTV, and I was a DirecTV customer for years and years and didn't have a big objection other than my bill.
And we had these disputes a lot with them.
Yes, and Hutton was a DirecTV customer also.
Yeah.
I made the switch to YouTube TV. I think you came a little bit after that, Hutton, and joined YouTube TV. I love the Multiview experience. I like it as a product. It's less expensive than what I was paying with DirecTV.
Far
There's
less.
no outage issues that I've really experienced. So I do love the product. But when you have these disputes, all it does is screw over the consumer.
Well, and sorry, YouTube TV, but you're going to have to give me more than a $10 credit to make sure my feelings aren't hurt. Oh, here's a $10 credit. Fuck you, is my response to you on that. The $10 credit.
$10 not going to give me back my Baylor Auburn on Friday night or Ohio State Texas on Saturday if that happens.
I want my Big Noon Kickoff.
Yeah.
That's my response.
Absolutely.
Chad, and guess what? I think we're going to have it.
I think we're going to get it done?
Yeah, I mean.
You're on record. We're going to get it done. I hope, Hutton, I pray that you are correct because especially on that Friday night, when you look at Auburn at Baylor, like that is the game on Friday night.
Keep going.
All right, Auburn-Baylor Friday night. I need to have that in my life.
You may not have that.
I need to see Hugh Freeze.
you may not have
I need to see Hugh Freeze operating on the hot seat. I need this in my life so badly.
But, Chad, you may not have that.
Yes. Yeah, may not.
I'm just saying, number one versus number two is what I'm focused on.
Yeah. You're thinking it's by 3 a.m. they're going to get it done.
I mean, hang on, Chad. Don't get so far ahead here.
Also, if you're Fox, and not just that game, but if you're Fox and you're like, we want to put a dent into ESPN College Game Day.
Yeah.
So we went out and hired Dave Portnoy, and we had the biggest game of the first weekend to kick off college football on Saturday at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Now is not the time to F around and find out on not having all your YouTube TV subscribers seeing that pregame show. Not just for the game, Hutton, which you're right, but that pregame show also, that's a big event for Fox and Big Noon Kickoff.
Well, and how many subscribers are there total for YouTube TV? 8 million plus, something like that?
Yeah.
If you're negotiating for the future, I guess now would be the time to do that, given all the different streaming services and things like that. Because this is the package not just for Fox Sports, but for everything, right?
Yeah.
For the rights to stream everything. So
I got a list of games you're also going to miss if they don't happen this weekend.
Okay.
So, Hutton, of course, you got Texas at Ohio State.
Yes.
We all know about that.
That's the game everyone's going to bitch and moan about.
But did you know about Ohio at Rutgers on Thursday night on Big Ten Network?
I did not, but I'm pissed off about that now.
Right. That's what we do here is we give you the next layers of everything. You know, we all know, as I mentioned, about Auburn at Baylor on Friday night.
Right.
But did you know
you may not get that one?
Did you know that the Buffalo Bulls are going to Minneapolis to take on the Minnesota Golden Gophers on Big Ten Network?
I did not.
Or how about Miami of Ohio at Wisconsin on Friday night to kick off the season? You're going to miss that, too. Western Michigan at Michigan State on FS1.
Man, we're going to miss all these games.
South Dakota at Iowa State on Fox. By the way, Fox is going from Ohio State. I guess it doesn't matter if you have Ohio State, Texas to start. But they're going from Ohio State, Texas to South Dakota, Iowa State in their second game in that national window. Montana State at Oregon on the Big Ten Network. Albany going to Iowa City to take on the Hawkeyes on FS1. Utah, UCLA on Fox.
Inject this into my veins.
It's not just Texas, Ohio State, Hut. You're going to miss a lot.
I know. But my focus is on that game.
Yeah.
You know, like if I said, Chad, if we said this across the board to everyone, you will get Ohio State and Texas, but you will sacrifice all of those other games you just read off. Okay, fair enough.
They'll be okay with it.
I'll wait another week.
They'll be okay.
I'll wait another week.
I hope that it's resolved.
Don't you think so?
I mean, I don't know because I saw it. Like, I thought they would get it done on ESPN the last time, and then when they didn't, like, it's.
But when
my hope is not restored and these things getting taken care of in a timely fashion.
That's why I said you may not get your Auburn-Baylor. You may not get that. But when the game that everyone was talking about, when it was time for kickoff, that game was on TV. That game was on our screen.
It was, but there were games. I remember.
Miraculously, Chad. Miraculously.
Yeah, I remember. I think that weekend I was at it. I think that was the Tennessee-Virginia game here in Nashville, and I went to that game, so I didn't get all the ESPN blackout stuff.
Yeah.
That was happening, and that was at the time a DirecTV.
It was DirecTV,
right?
Yeah.
So that was the last time.
Here's a $10 credit for you, Chad. Here's your $10 credit. Feel better about yourself.
It's just so funny that
Here's $10.
Google owns YouTube, right?
Can you get
and
a
YouTube
coffee?
TV.
Have you had a coffee recently for $10?
Oh my gosh! I just came back from Newport, Rhode Island. Every coffee I drank was over $10. I mean, that's less than a cup of coffee in New England.
YouTube TV doesn't even want to give you a cup of coffee.
Holy hell, is that region expensive? By the way, when you head, I mean, it's beautiful and no humidity. I love that part of it. But Mystic, Connecticut, Newport, Rhode Island, they love their coffee and their cocktails up in that region of the country. Very expensive.
More expensive than whatever this is worth to YouTube TV to hand over to their customers.
Yep. Big Ten Network, Fox, Fox Business, Fox Sports 1, Fox Sports 1 and 4K, Fox Sports 2. All of these will be effective.
$10. Chris, is a Chris $10 bill?
I also.
Who is it that sends you the $10 in the mail or the Christmas?
Oh, you've had a primary complaint about this. It's like a $1 bill. Is it?
It's like a $1.
It's a check for like $5, right?
And then a $1 bill. And it's like, please donate to our cause. It's like, you just gave the money that someone else donated to me.
Yeah.
No, I won't be doing that. I forgot how to do that. Is that what YouTube TV's doing? Instead of take the money, save your $10 and just put the product on the screen for me. Like, that would be easier here. Instead of offering you or I $10.
They're owned by Google.
$10.
Like that pisses me off even more.
$10.
Yeah. When I think that Google owns YouTube TV,
Alphabet,
like, it's not just YouTube, right? It's not
take your $10 and shove it.
It's not like a struggling upstart that's like, guys, if we gave all of our customers $10,
right,
we would have to fire 35 employees to be able to do that. This is Google. This is a Google-owned company that's also making
it's insulting.
Billions when you look at YouTube and YouTube TV. Making billions, and they're going to give you $10.
But here's a $10 credit. We're going to offer our subscribers a $10 credit.
I'd rather a cup of coffee be DoorDashed to my house.
It's just straight black, though.
Let's do
just
that.
A black coffee.
Yeah. Forget about your pumpkin spice latte, you little bitch.
Yeah, just a black coffee.
Here's a black coffee, DoorDash to your house, and that's it.
Cold, lukewarm.
I would take that.
Not
9
cold,
times out of 10.
Not warm, just bare. It's been waiting in the car a little while.
Yeah, you order the ice. You prefer the ice because you know it's going to melt on the way. But they're like, no.
No.
You're going to get a room temperature black coffee.
That's the $10 offer.
I would prefer that though over the $10.
Yeah.
If they said, hey, we know you can't watch Fox on YouTube TV, Hutton, but we're going to deliver you a cup of coffee on Saturday morning while you watch ESPN College Game Day because you can't watch it on Fox. You can't watch Fox Big Noon Kickoff if you're a YouTube subscriber. That would be a great offer. I'd be like, hey, that's a partnership with another company. I can order from my own coffee shop. But instead, the $10 credit is basically the equivalent of whipping it out and pissing on my YouTube TV contract right in front of me. That's what that is.
Whipping it out and saying, you know what? You're a college football fan. For $10, forget about that for a moment. We're going to give you $10 to shut up and like it. That's more or less what they're telling us. YouTube TV is saying, here's a $10 credit for you not to care anymore that football isn't going to be on your screen. If it's not. $10 a week.
It's truly unbelievable, the level of arrogance to even offer that to someone. Don't even get me started on Cracker Barrel, by the way, which I've been following this whole drama since I've been out of town.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, that's well said. Didn't think of it that way, but that's true. It's arrogance, it's stupidity. It makes you look worse when you do things like this.
It's also knowing that they're going to get this done eventually.
And Hutton, I'm already disoriented this week because of the start of football. Every year at this time, it's just a disorienting
like trying to get your schedule going.
Feeling, because you've spent months, preparing mentally for football season and games to happen. Yeah. And you get to this week, especially because I just came from out of town, which disorients me even more. And I'm thinking, we are 2 days away right now from 30 games being played on Thursday night in college football. All this activity and action. And now you're going to further disorient me
with
as
a $10
I look
bill?
through my old... Colin, our guy here, talked about he wants the old school TV guide.
Yes.
For things. Think that I'm thumbing through my TV guide and I'm having to just cross out everything on a Fox network.
Colin puts down his Farmer's Almanac and he pulls up the TV guide.
Right.
He's combing through it.
He still uses a sundial.
Yes.
Also.
Yeah.
He's got an abacus instead of a calculator.
He has a Bic pen. He's just blue.
That's
by the way.
That's Colin for you. Yeah, it's insane. Again, a disorienting week to begin with. Gets even more disorienting when you have a situation where you don't know if you're going to have football on your TV on Fox because you're a YouTube TV subscriber.
What did
and I don't even know who's to blame. I don't care.
Right.
Yes, both sides want more money. YouTube wants more money from Fox. Fox wants more money by not spending so much money with YouTube TV. We understand the concept of business and how these negotiations happen, but the loser is us. Is the college football or football in general consumer of everything. And we're going to get into another story a little bit later, Hutton, on Dave Portnoy and Big Noon Kickoff.
Yes.
I just think this is a terrible time, and hopefully you're right, and they get it back in time, but to not have your premier pregame show on where you're clearly trying to take a chunk of College Game Day. Lee Corso's leaving. This is going to be his last show.
It's a great point.
Lee Corso's gone. Pat McAfee, everybody knows who he is now, but you've gone and hired your own McAfee and Dave Portnoy, and now all of these millions of subscribers on YouTube TV are telling me they may not be able to see it. That's a problem.
It's a Tuesday. As the Tradio guy was like, it's Tuesday.
I'll also
add, only Tuesday.
I'll also add, Hutton, that I did get a little email yesterday in my Fox.
Oh, did you?
My Fox company account, and I do have free access to Fox One. So for everybody else out there, screw you. I'm good. I can watch all these games on Fox One with my free access as an employee. So hats off to us, Hutton. We're fine. Everybody else, find your nearest sports bar, destroy your TV,
take
change
your $10
services,
and shove
get
it
out of YouTube TV, or take your $10 and not be able to afford a coffee in Newport, Rhode Island with it. Yep. But we will be just fine because we've got that corporate account now.
Your $10
with Fox
for
One.
your household of one. They're insulting you by thinking you live alone, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll be streaming that Texas-Ohio State game on Fox One.
$10 divided by 5 doesn't get you very far.
Even if YouTube TV doesn't work. No, it does not. $10 gets you nothing these days.
Let me give me $2 growing up in my household, Chad. $10 per account, per subscriber. Thank you, YouTube. The $10 divided by those that would be under the roof watching said game, yep, screw you.
Yep.
You're right, though. Fox One is a great way to go about watching your college football.
We're in.
You can stream your favorite live sports. You can be there for the biggest moments. That means NFL Sundays, college football games, NASCAR, MLB postseason, and more. With Fox 1, you get it all live, edge of your seat plays. You've got jaw-dropping, high-octane moments. It feels like you're right there in the action. And, hey, we're all obsessed with sports. We're talking about it on a Tuesday, whether or not it's going to be live on a Saturday. Get it with Fox 1. Fox 1. We live for live. Streaming now. Chad.
It's a great tagline.
Legit, yeah.
We live for live. I'm rewatching Mad Men right now, and Don Draper, and all the pitches and strategies for companies. And I'm thinking, that sounds directly out of the lips of Don Draper.
He'd offer you a cigarette at least.
We live for live. The man loved his cigarettes and his old-fashioned cocktails.
What were they smoking on set during all that?
That's a good question.
Cloves?
Well, they have maybe some of them just actually picked up smoking.
There was a lot of smoking.
I think someone's like so method, they're like,
a lot of secondhand smoke there.
I'm going to start smoking again.
Trey Wallace at OutKick, he put this.
My buddy who picked up dipping for his New Year's resolution. Everybody threw out their New Year's resolution of what they were going to do. This is circa 2004. And my buddy Eric in my fraternity said, I've never tried dipping. I think I'm going to start dipping in the new year. I'm like, all right, hey, good. To each their own. And you know what he did? He picked up dipping. It became a real habit.
He stood by his word.
He did.
He felt great about himself.
He's a man of his word.
He felt great about himself. I tried dipping one time and threw up.
I've never tried it. The whole thing sounds disgusting to me. So, I've never, Zen. Should that be my new thing for New Year's?
Yeah. Pick up Zen.
Dylan over here's nodding. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Maybe I can take a role like Don Draper where he smokes on camera and I get into Zen because, this character really loves Zen. And then I pick up Zen that way. Because I'm like, I'm not doing fake Zen. I'm going all in this role.
Because over a period of time, we're going to offer our subscribers Zen.
Yes. Zen would be a great sponsor.
Pick up a nicotine habit while you wait on your college football.
Hot Mic with Hutton and Withrow. Brought to you by Zen.
Trey Wallace says...
Then Hutton pops one in?
Just pop it. Don't use any of this information against me if it doesn't work. This is according to Trey Wallace. Yeah, Trey, we will.
Did he text you this or did he...
No, this is in this piece at outkick.com.
Okay.
Number one...
I thought we were reading it.
Call your friends.
I thought we were reading direct text messages on air now.
Call your friends.
I got a few I could read. Go ahead.
Who subscribe to other forms of streaming and ask for their login information. You get that for foxsports.com. Since all you need is a TV provider to the Watch Now on the site. He's right about that. Sign up for another streaming service like Hulu Live and then cancel it after the weekend. They usually offer a free trial. If those don't work, go to the local electronics store and buy the rabbit ears, though most televisions nowadays have a built-in receiver. Okay? Chad may be trying that just to get his Auburn and Baylor.
No, I got Fox 1, Hut. I'm good. Like I said, free Fox 1 account over here.
And
sorry for the rest of you poor suckers.
Trey put this last. I mean,
I'm
honestly,
an aristocrat.
Trey put this last, although we all know everyone put this first. Trey goes, and last, you did not get this from me. Become a pirate for the weekend, which is a thrill within itself. Just make sure you have your firewall working at full speed once you do this. I would recommend a few sites, but I don't feel like getting fired today.
There you
go. Just follow what everyone else is going to be linking up live on social media.
Trey, first and foremost, always been a company man. Yeah. That's what I've always described Trey as.
Well, Trey, think about Trey. Trey's going to be there. He's driving to Columbus. Mm-hmm. He'll be there for kickoff for Texas and Ohio State. He'll be with us later in the week from the game of not just the week, but right now, circle it, game of the year. And, well, we're going to be able to see this game? Prediction, yes. Yes, we will.
Hutton says yes. We're both on record. You say yes, they're going to figure it out.
What great publicity for both.
I'm going to go on a limb and say no. I think they're going to screw us over for one weekend.
Let's turn over all together on Saturday. Be like, are we going to be able to see Portnoy? And everyone just turns their channel at the exact same time away from College Game Day and over to see if Portnoy's there on YouTube TV.
We live for live over here. I'm all Fox 1 all the time now. If this dispute happens, I'm going to forget about Fox even being on YouTube TV from here on out. If I can't watch Auburn-Baylor on YouTube TV, I'm going to completely forget about it. I'm just going to watch on Fox 1 from here on out. I can't
get over this. Think about the college football fan who'd be like, you know what, guys? I really want to watch that game, but YouTube TV gave me $10. It gave me $10 off my bill.
It was the difference.
It was the only reason I want the multi-channel option.
Yep.
But I have $10 instead. Get out of here.
I mean, Google.
Yeah.
Again, Google owns this company in $10. Come on.
That's right.
You got to do better than $10.
That's right. Go subscribe to the OutKick Hot Mic YouTube page. You can do that right now. you're watching now, you found it. Congratulations.
We'll send out a bunch of links too.
OutKick Hot Mic. We have
to go
to
find it. Yeah. We need to
Subscribe.
send out some
When
links.
you see the links, we hope you'll click and subscribe and then share and get the word out that we have a brand new channel for OutKick Hot Mic through YouTube.
If you subscribe and share, I may give you something too.
$10?
I'm going to form a promotion and do
You
a
doing it for
giveaway.
$10?
I might. What I like saying, Hutton, is like be just completely nondescript and not be definitive on anything.
Yeah.
So if I just say like, I might give you something. I might
maybe.
come up with a prize.
Trey may give you something.
Yeah, me and Trey Wallace actually were putting our heads together and coming up with a prize that we could give you. So if you subscribe and share it, I may give you a prize at some point if you're one of those new subscribers.
Cool, yeah.
Then look, I'm tied into nothing.
Well, but
It's a beautiful thing when you're just
We've done
completely
this before.
non-committal. You don't have to do
We've
anything.
handed out prizes before. We can do this.
Yeah, I'll come up with something.
We got a hell of a prize right now, though. The ultimate game day experience. It's Alabama, Georgia. We mentioned Ohio State, Texas is the game of the year right now. This is the game of the year coming up. Alabama on the road in Athens against the Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia.
Is this going to be on YouTube TV?
It's not going to be on Fox. I'll tell you that much.
Well, no,
so
but
it's going to be fun. I think.
By then, are they going to offer $20 to not watch this game? I don't know.
Yeah,
you don't have to
Maybe
worry about
they'll
it.
run with my coffee idea.
You don't have to worry about it because you'll be there just by scanning the QR code on the side of the screen. Sign up now for the ultimate game day experience. Everything's taken care of. Details there. Details on the website at OutKick.com. Sign up by scanning the QR code. Ultimate game day experience. It is Alabama and Georgia. Chad mentioned Portnoy. What's going on with him not being allowed inside the stadium? That's next year on Hot Mic.
This fall, you're not just watching the biggest game in college football.
You're at the game.
Bama versus Georgia.
September 27, Athens.
OutKick's giving one lucky fan and a guest the VIP treatment.
This is your shot
To punch your ticket to the college football weekend of a lifetime.
Flights covered.
Hotel covered.
Game tickets, of course.
We're also hooking up 10 more fans with OutKick hats.
And everyone who enters gets a discount to the OutKick shop.
No purchase necessary.
Just hit OutKick.com/sweepstakes.
College football weekend of a lifetime. OutKick.com/sweepstakes.
National championship winning head coach Tommy Tuberville.
Congratulations.
Auburn 2004. It is official. The acceptance of the national championship at Auburn. There it is. The claiming it, coach, from 1910 to 2004. Would you like to give your championship winning speech here in the press conference?
Well, thank you. 21 years late. I was on 3 national championship teams at Miami, and that was as good as football team as I've ever been around. I think we had 5 first-round draft picks.
Yes.
I actually bought all the players and all the coaches that year a national championship ring because we couldn't done anything else. We went undefeated, and unfortunately, we got left out of the 2-team playoff with
Show
USC.
us that ring again, if you don't
I
mind.
want to see that again.
All right. There
Absolutely.
it is.
Yeah, that's already.
Yeah.
It's
That's
already been
awesome.
claimed, the title. Yeah. What
You
took
know-
so long? Why 21 years later?
Well, I complained at the time because obviously Oklahoma got beat very badly in the Orange Bowl against USC, and then USC they caught a couple of players with a hand in a cookie jar, and they took the national championship away from them. And then the NCAA, in their infinite wisdom, says, we're not going to give anybody the national championship. Why in the hell not? I mean, you've got somebody that went undefeated. We beat 4 top 10 teams during the year. We had a great football team. And, it's what college football used to be about, is about kids staying 4th and 5th years. Carnell Williams, Ronnie Brown, Jason Campbell, they all played 5 years, and they stayed at one university. How about that for an oxymoron nowadays? But at the end of the day, thank goodness they recognize it's all for the players and the coaches and the fans that supported us. But it was a great football team, and 21 years later is better than nothing.
What did you make of the NCAA penalties for Michigan that came out the end of last week, and the 10-year show cause? Chad and I have discussed, a 10-year show cause for a coach who doesn't seem to want to coach in college football anymore doesn't seem like that big of a deal.
It's not. A typical NCAA, late to the party, late with everything, not enough. Just encourages people to cheat. In the end, that banner's going to hang. Jim Harbaugh's not coming back to college football, so who cares? So that's a nothing penalty. Anyway, it's just, it's cheating at the highest level, and it's wrong.
Let's go back to what we were talking about, please, because we don't need teams like this in our college football playoff. It takes away what was so great about expanding where they did. The 12 team, we start arguing over the back end of the playoff last year was great discussion. This is like a watered down week 0 stuff to me.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't get sexually aroused by Syracuse versus Arizona State in a 21-12 matchup?
Rock hard.
Or, an SEC Missouri-Ole Miss matchup.
6th and Peabody, our location. Yeehaw Bureau, Smoky Moonshine, Hot Mic, Hutton and Withrow, OutKick.com.
I haven't said it in a while, but Tyler and Molly do a dynamite job here in studio. Just excellent work by both of them.
Well done, guys.
Whether they're knowingly or unknowingly muting my mic to open the show to censor me.
What about Adam?
We don't even know.
What about Adam and Dylan?
Sometimes, a little censorship isn't the worst thing.
Your thoughts on Adam and Dylan also in here?
Excellent job. Excellent work.
Okay.
Dylan is like, he does a great job with Dan's show, and obviously a very entertaining show, and love going on Dan's show whenever we get a chance. But Dylan kind of serves as my, I don't know if you call it a hype man, but I can tell if Dylan, he's not like a laugh out loud type of guy,
Yeah.
but if he's enjoying the line of conversation or what's being said,
He'll give you
I
a little
kind of
look.
get just a little reassuring nod.
Yeah.
When his guy,
agreement.
when his guy Tommy Fleetwood finally broke through after just choking his ass off for years.
Years.
He kind of gives that little nod
You
like
read-
that. He's riding a real high.
Was
today.
it worth it, Dylan? Whatever you earned off of that? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Of course it was.
He
He's not broke. He broke even after
It's
losing
for years
losing
of voting
everything.
on- or
Lost his
voting.
ass on this man.
years of betting on Fleetwood.
Got his ass back.
Dylan's the man. It's good seeing Adam in here.
Yep.
It's nice to play to a crowd. We're a big live audience type. Oh, he says he doesn't bet on what this is. Only on the majors.
only on majors.
Oh, I love how Tyler's just throwing damn shrapnel out here in the studio. You know what? Screw this guy. He's not a real Tommy Fleetwood fan.
Yeah.
Tyler's
I'm the Tommy Fleetwood
Fleetwood's
fan.
been my ride or die for years.
I've been losing my ass, not Dylan.
I bet on this son of a bitch in the John Deere Classic. Dylan's only jumping on the damn bandwagon come British Open time. Oh, he is? Big Portnoy guy? Afraid of? Oh, yes. Perfect segue. Look at this.
Because of the... Well, who's keeping who out
It's like
here?
this guy once interned for us. It's amazing.
I
Look
know.
how he just
Well
put
done,
that
Dylan.
in the air for us on the Ohio State
Served it right
Portnoy
up.
story. That was amazing.
Served it right up. It's amazing how many people
Dynamite
did.
drop in. They teach you that at broadcasting school?
Front Office Sports saying that Dave Portnoy, it's Ohio State that's barring Portnoy from entering. Who knows, though? Because then you also have other reports saying it's Fox that's keeping Portnoy. Dellinger saying that it's Fox that's keeping Portnoy from entering the stadium. What? Is this Super Bowl Radio Row all over again, Chad?
Where he had did you see Portnoy's post to the story about him being not being allowed there?
What'd he say?
He just had the post about, remember his disguise to get the Super
his
Bowl?
disguise, yeah.
It was just a picture of his face in the mustache and beard trying to get into the stadium.
Do that. There
which
it is
is really
right there.
good.
That's perfect.
Yep.
It doesn't even look like it.
To the Front Office Sports exclusive.
Looks nothing like that.
Really funny. Two things, Hutton, on this story.
By the way, the response down below is Connor Stallions. You need tickets.
We just had our first near homeless experience here in the studio. The homeless man just tried to run through the door outside. It's like, what was that?
Connor Stallions' replies the best.
Two things on this.
Connor will get in before Portnoy does, is basically what he's saying.
For sure. And he'll have a Central Michigan shirt on and visor as he does. Two things. One, this whole thing is great for Fox and Big Noon Kickoff. We just talked about a story that's bad for Fox and YouTube TV, for both, with the negotiations ongoing. This is terrific intrigue, controversy going into the biggest game of the season. That Tyler Castle's Ohio State team is so damn soft. They can't let a TV personality into the stadium, which reeks of just the softest stuff
No Michigan.
I've
Michigan
ever
man.
seen. Yeah. Oh, he said so many bad things about Michigan, and he's paying Bryce Underwood to go to Michigan. I'm like, okay, Ohio State's got boosters too. They pay for their players also.
Don't be a pussy.
Let's chill out. Yes, DBAP to Tyler and Ohio State. If that story is true, either way, the whole controversy is great for Portnoy and Big Noon Kickoff. My second thought is let's go with the Ross Dellinger report on this,
which is more confusing, right?
If the Ross Dellinger report is true, and that no, Ohio State, which by the way, I buy our guy Bobby Carpenter, who said on his radio show, there are a lot of people at Ohio State who will not let this happen. He was one of the first to say it on his show that, like, I don't know that they're going to allow Portnoy in. They don't want him in. But if the Dellinger report is true, and that this is just simply a Fox broadcast decision, that he's not going to be a part of the main desk, that's odd to me.
Yeah, because it would be this is the McAfee of the broadcast.
Well, like you've already
we're going to compare the two broadcasts. That's what this is, right?
So when the initial thing happened, like there were a lot of people reporting or saying like, okay, Clay Travis is getting pushed out, right, on Big Noon Kickoff now. Like now Clay's not going to be a part of it. That's not true.
No.
Clay's going to be a part of it remotely.
He's doing what he's been doing.
At some SEC games. It's going to be like 4 or 5 games of the year. It'll be the same thing. So he's going to be sort of a remote correspondent the way he has been. So now you mean to tell me, Ross Dellinger, with this report, that Fox is going to bring on Portnoy, Dave Portnoy, who's infinitely more famous now, or as famous, certainly as maybe Urban Meyer or anyone on that desk. Mm-hmm. I'd say more famous.
This is why you're paying him.
Than them. You're not going to put him on the desk? He's going to be like a roving? Is he going to be
man on the street?
Is he going to be like the Peloton girl from ESPN College Game Day they have out in the crowd?
Please,
doing special interest stuff?
No. You want
that makes no sense to me. Again, clearly, I'm not paid to make decisions for Fox, but that's a weird decision if in fact Portnoy is not a part of the main broadcast and he's not a part of that main show.
The pettiness of it feels more like college football from the individual program than it does the company. This feels to me, if you ask me, okay, pick the one that you truly think happened. I think the Ohio State end of it happened.
I do too. Adam, there's no statement from Fox, right, on whether or not this is true or not? No? Okay. So there's no official statement on, this is just a broadcast decision. But also, like, this is where it gets tricky, is if you're Fox, I guarantee you.
Ross Bjork, the only thing that Ross Bjork told Yahoo Sports was that Fox decided Portnoy would not be on the main desk of Big Noon Kickoff, and those not on the desk do not normally appear on the field. These are Fox decisions, he emphasized.
Yeah, well, again, I read that as semantics,
Ross.
too. Like you could strongly suggest that he doesn't need to be in the stadium or a big part of the first show.
So they generally don't need to be in the stadium, so no, he's not allowed.
But while also as they're big partners, Fox and the Big Ten.
Right.
And Ohio State obviously is a big part of their Big Noon package for a lot of games.
Also,
they could strongly suggest something and say, but it's your call. At the end of the day, it's your decision, so we're going to fall back on this as a Fox decision.
But like with the number of staff members that travel for these games, for these companies, for these broadcast locations, Chad, if Fox wanted 60,000 sideline passes for that pregame show, you mean to tell me that Portnoy wouldn't get one of them?
Yeah, I have a hard time believing he's not a part of the main desk for the whole season.
But the response from Ross Bjork is, but generally that those people don't need to appear on the field. Well, how would you know? Like, unless it's Dave Portnoy that you're talking about, then he probably doesn't need to appear on the field. But what if it's what if it's Chad Withrow, Jonathan Hutton need to run something down, to help with something, I'm just throwing it out, like just some random person that needs to go help with production elements. I generally wouldn't need to appear on the field until I need to.
I tend to
lean
lean more your way on this one, Hutton. I just have a hard time believing that Fox would make a decision. And look, Fox says, if you watch America's Team on the Cowboys, Rupert Murdoch is a part of the docuseries about his relationship with Jerry Jones getting Fox the NFL. That Jerry Jones is the biggest fighter for Fox because they had the highest bid. And how that made Fox relevant was getting the NFL back in the 90s. So Fox has always been a risk-taking organization. So You mean to tell me that the risk-taking organization in Fox is going to hire Dave Portnoy, who's one of the ultimate risk takers in sports media, to be a part of Fox's Big Noon Kickoff, and you're going to relegate him to human interest pieces out in the crowd? And he's not going to be on the main desk?
And he's not going to be on the main stage at any point this season.
I don't think – I'm with you. I buy more that this is Ohio State winking and nodding. Oh, it's a Fox decision to not be on the desk. And while Fox stays silent, I feel like he's not going to be on the desk this week. And then starting in week 2, when Lee Corso's off the show, he's going to be right there on that desk.
Okay, so here's the other part of it.
Because you're also fighting Lee Corso's final show.
How many campuses are they really going to be on this year for Big Noon Kickoff? There's not many.
Half of them are going to be Ohio State.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So
no, it's a valued partner. Like if Ohio State comes in and says, "Hey, Ryan Day's pissed," Ross Bjork's like, "We cannot have him."
Literally,
they're doing his Michigan chants and knowing that he paid for their quarterback and did all this stuff. You know that's going to be a problem. We've got a statement from Fox, by the way. Oh, wow. Look at you, Hutton. You're already proven right.
What do we have?
While Fox remains committed to reaching a fair agreement with Google's YouTube TV, we are disappointed that Google continually exploits the outsized influence. I read that first line. I'm like, hell yeah. Auburn-Baylor, back on my YouTube TV, baby. And then, oh, shit, here goes the rest of it. We are disappointed that Google continually exploits its outsized influence by proposing terms that are out of step with the marketplace. Yeah. We are alerting Fox viewers who are YouTube TV subscribers that they could lose access to much of their favorite news, sports, entertainment, and local station programming unless Google engages in a meaningful way soon.
So that statement puts us exactly where we left off the conversation 10 minutes ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they also have posted this. Like, we may not have YouTube TV customers may no longer carry, for $10, though. Like, are they going to up their offer to me? It's going to take more than $10 to gain the silence of skepticism, lack of skepticism.
It's like I'm back on Fox 1.
Yeah.
Back to Fox 1 on Friday night for Auburn-Baylor.
No. Does it say no Fox News at the bottom there?
So Fox News is nodding. Ooh, what?
Yeah. It's
I think it's clipped off something else. It says.
Yeah. There he is. So we're back where we were with all these announcements.
Because YouTube made a statement.
Nothing changed.
Now Fox made a statement.
Okay.
And here we are.
So nothing changed.
Giant company giving unrealistic demands.
Shocking
development in the world of major media and business.
Let's discuss with Amanda Christovich, shall we? Maybe she can help us decipher.
We need help.
Dive through what the hell's going on.
I also need to ask Amanda, just like if in fact Dave Portnoy's not on the desk, then that's a decision. How does that sit with her?
You're going to have it go around just like film just one slice? Or just one bite for one slice or whatever? Just one bite?
He's going to jump into a river the way Clay did in Tennessee?
You know what it feels like? It feels a lot like year one for Pat McAfee. Where there were those that were like, get the hell out of here.
But like Pat McAfee, he was doing some like special interest stuff on the side before he was named a part of the main crew.
And then he nearly quit whenever he got the backlash of being a part of the main crew.
Yeah. Well, my first thought, honestly, was, I guess they're not doing the thing with Clay anymore when I saw Portnoy. But then it was like, no, nothing's changed with Clay. He's on the desk. That was my assumption. No, he's a part of the main cast.
Me too. We'll talk with Amanda next.
This fall, you're not just watching the biggest game in college football.
You're at the game.
Bama versus Georgia.
September 27, Athens.
OutKick's giving one lucky fan and a guest a VIP treatment.
This is your shot
to punch your ticket to the college football weekend of a lifetime.
Flights covered.
Hotel covered.
Game tickets, of course.
We're also hooking up 10 more fans with OutKick hats.
And everyone who enters gets a discount to the OutKick shop.
No purchase necessary.
Just hit OutKick.com/sweepstakes.
College football weekend of a lifetime. OutKick.com/sweepstakes.
Does anybody, is he going to have to stroke a check? Has anything like that happen as far as messing up anybody's houses in here?
He didn't. I did not hear any glass break. I did hear him say, please don't watch my shot. Don't look at that shot. But, he did well.
Landon, what did you think of the overall experience?
With all these live professionals and live golfers out here, their games didn't seem to impress me when I was caddying for Dan. I mean, he's easily the best golfer here at Chapman Hills. I mean, he's a great guy.
We're here with Dan's golf coach, Lee.
Yes.
How was today?
Up and down. I'm going to say up and down. I think first 9, Dan played really well. He did. And then got a little shaky towards the end there. Putting was way off. He's usually a better putter. Putting was way off. But you know what? Great day. A lot of good people. Had fun. And I have to say, as soon as I didn't have to be his caddy anymore, he may have started playing better.
I will say, you know, the live experience, it seemed like every 3 or 4 holes there was a bar set up. Do you think once we kind of got to the bars, that played a pretty big impact as far as Dan's game?
It may have. I'm not gonna confirm that one way or the other.
We're here with the man of the hour, Dan Dockich. You just finished 18 holes. Dan, how are you feeling?
I feel great. I tell you what, it makes you feel like a big guy. You're inside the ropes. You're playing like a set-up championship course. I hit the ball good, couldn't putt, but what a great time. My wife was there, Landon was there, great pros. I mean, what a great day. Thanks to everybody at OutKick for letting me do it, get me in this thing. Yeah, I don't know. The overestimation of I got tired. I'm not going to lie, Davey. I don't know, the bars and all that. I did take a shot. Actually, I took 2 shots because my back started hurting. You know, here's what happens when you get old. I told my wife, I go, man, I'm getting stiff as I walk. Like, I don't know. And I think when I went in the hot box, there was a bathroom that was in the sun, and I went in it, and I came out, and I was drenched with sweat. I'm like, oh, don't go in there, fellas. But thanks for coming out. That was a great day, and I got to lose my stomach. The stomach, it's got to go. Stomach has got to go. Too much stomach. Too much stomach.
Nah, Dan, we had a great time. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. And, following around, you had some great interviews. We're going to have some more content coming out later. I know we got an interview we're about to play, but it was a good time. Yeah, it's the way in which Lee answered that question I thought was great because I had to go away for a bit, so I didn't know if things got off the rails while Ryan and I were away while y'all were, I guess, playing. I think it was around holes 1 through 5.
Started out really well in the back, and I did shank 2. Like, I shanked 1 on the front, and and then on 8, I shanked 1 off the tee. But the beauty is we were playing a shambles, so you got to, play the best drive. But I think I needed to start drinking before the round. I think that was more important. I think, oh, man, I was telling Lee, I go, damn. And you should have seen, by the time we were done,
6th and Peabody, our location, Yeehaw Bureau, Smoky Moonshine, Hot Mic, Hutton and Withrow, OutKick.com.
We're back, baby.
Chad, we're trying to figure out, are we going to have our college football or not?
I mean, we're going to have it with Fox 1, but others, maybe not so lucky.
Amanda Christovich joins us, front office sports. She's got the answers.
Yep.
Don't you? Amanda, welcome. So are we going to have YouTube TV and Fox and everything? Everything's going to be fine by GameDay, right?
Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh. At least if you're a YouTube TV subscriber, the statement that Fox put out last night was scathing, to say the least. They accused YouTube TV of, taking advantage of their sort of, power and monopoly in the marketplace and not having any sort of serious discussion. So at this point, if I'm a YouTube TV subscriber and I want to watch Texas-Ohio State, my plan is to get up early and get a seat at the bar.
Well, that's a great plan. Actually.
Meanwhile, Chad, if you want to see Auburn and Baylor, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed.
Yeah, as a Fox employee, I've got the free subscription to Fox 1, so I can watch Auburn-Baylor on there. That's kind of a humble brag on my part, but I will be seeing that even as a YouTube TV subscriber, which is amazing for me. Not so much for the college football fan out there. Amanda, when you cover these stories in sports business and coverage of leagues that get into these disputes with providers, is it the ultimate loser just the consumer of the sport or that product? Like, we understand why these things happen with one gigantic company wanting more money out of another gigantic company. That part of it to me is kind of boring. But what the actual effect is to the fan when these things happen, and let's say we miss one weekend, but that one weekend is Texas-Ohio State. Just how much that means to the fan. I know it's hard to quantify that, but how would you go about doing that?
I mean, I think the consumer is definitely the biggest loser in all of these scenarios. I mean, I'm from Los Angeles, so when I was a kid, there was a whole issue with being able to watch the Dodgers in LA. There was like a whole season where you couldn't watch the Dodgers because of one of these carrier disputes. And I think ultimately, YouTube TV said, "Hey, we'll refund you $10 of your annual subscription if we can't get this carrier dispute settled." But ultimately, kind of like with newspapers, a lot of people are watching live TV because of live sports specifically. So I'm not sure that a $10 credit is going to be enough to, keep you from the modern comforts of your couch and being able to watch, whatever games are on Fox every Saturday. And it's not just college football, right? It's NFL coming up, it's Major League Baseball. So the consumer definitely always loses. And I think that, I'm not in this situation because I have a Roku TV and I use my parents' direct their TV subscription. Highly recommend that. It's very reliable, much more reliable than YouTube TV. But if you are in that situation, a $10 credit, not going to be enough for me. That's for sure.
No. The $10 credit was we're comparing
it's
coffee
laughable.
prices. Yeah. Hey, so ultimately the deadline is kickoff. At least for us, that's how we view this. So what brings the two sides together if Fox is releasing a scathing statement against YouTube TV?
I think ultimately it's a cost-benefit analysis for both parties, right? About the reputational damage. I think YouTube TV has more to lose here in this particular scenario because you're just going to lose subscribers, right? There are folks, look, not everything said on the internet is true, but like there were folks on the internet talking last night, like, hey, I'll just cancel my YouTube TV subscription because this is what I have it for, having access to live sports. Whereas Fox, you can get mad at Fox. You can, say that Fox has the money and is trying to, play hardball with this negotiations at the expense of the consumer. But like ultimately, you're not gonna penalize Fox. You're gonna penalize YouTube TV by getting rid of your subscription. So I think YouTube TV has to decide whether or not they're going to give in and make sure that their consumers get what they're paying for.
Hutton, what's so funny about all this is I actually went back and looked at my bill, and I went from DirecTV to YouTube TV right before Labor Day weekend 2023. And that's when the dispute happened with ESPN and Disney. And no, it was the college football weekend because I had college football games that weekend, but because I was going to miss out on that first week in college football, I said, screw it. I didn't like the product at that time either way, and I went to YouTube TV. And now I'm back in a situation where a lot of college football could be taken away from me on YouTube TV 2 years later. It's funny how that works in a cyclical fashion. Amanda, I do want to ask you about the whole Dave Portnoy, and is he or is he not banned from being inside of Ohio Stadium on Saturday? I read a lot of these statements that are being put out there by Ross Bjork and others, and I'm thinking it sounds like semantics for a situation where it's clear Ohio State does not want him in that stadium and does not want him there. But then I'm reading these reports about, well, he's not going to be on the desk all season, and that shocks me if that's the case. What do you make of this whole story?
Well, look, my colleague Ryan Glass-Beagle, he's an excellent reporter. His reporting is correct. Dave Portnoy just posted a video saying that he was in fact banned. That was his understanding, that he had Barstool content planned and had to cancel it. I'm in the process of reaching out to every Big Ten school to see what their plans, if any, are when Big Noon visits them. There are a lot of schools in the Big Ten, so I haven't gotten through I think I've got 16 of 18 at this point, waiting for everyone to get back to me. But ultimately, I think it is true that Dave Portnoy is not going to be in the stadium. And look, regardless of Fox's plans, the plans could be different school by school. So for a blanket statement to just say that Fox isn't going to have him on the, in the stadium for any Big Noon, he may not be doing a halftime show or something, but depending on the school, they may want him doing other things. So I think it's kind of ridiculous to say that Fox has unilaterally decided to not let him into any stadium. I think that's a bit ridiculous. And like I said, Dave Portnoy came out and said that he has been banned. So, if you want to not believe him, I guess that's your prerogative. But that is what he is saying is he was told as, for Barstool.
And Fox made their bones as this renegade network, taking risks all the time. How much could this actually help them to where, let's say they're at 5 or 6 Ohio State home games this year, which is usually the case, it seems like, on that show, to where then it becomes a game of where is he going to broadcast from, how is he going to stick it to Ohio State, and the intrigue of wanting to tune in to see what Portnoy does next to rib the Buckeyes. Could this become actually a good thing for Fox and Big Noon Kickoff?
100%. Because look, Fox and Big Noon Kickoff, the biggest off-field rivalry is them versus ESPN and College GameDay. They're looking for a leg up specifically against College GameDay. This is, a years-long rivalry that we at FOS have been covering about every single little thing that both of these shows have done to try to, bring in viewers and poach viewers from the other show, right? Obviously, GameDay is the incumbent show, and Big Noon has been, doing a lot of sort of innovations, you could say. But, ESPN did bring in Pat McAfee a couple of years ago to try to sort of bring in that extra younger flavor. So I definitely think it could be a good thing for Fox and for Big Noon if there's this added sort of layer of intrigue. It plays well for the fans. It's fun. I mean, it's fun, right? Like that's what it is. It's Ohio State, Michigan. It's fun. It's a rivalry. It's bringing that rivalry off the field and into the sort of the network ether, the corporate ether, which is always, super fun for us, right? So I can't see it as a bad thing for Fox beyond just them having a qualm with one of their marquee schools.
Yeah, hard to believe that they would just have an issue with Ohio State and bring Portnoy in knowing all that, right? Like there would have to be a plan in place prior to waiting until the eve of kickoff to act like you didn't know what was happening. That wouldn't look great.
Right. I mean, look, Portnoy said that he didn't want to say anything because he has this new relationship with Fox and he doesn't want to, he said he doesn't want to start any drama. I mean, look, starting drama has made Portnoy millions of dollars, so I'm not sure I believe that. But he sort of said, look, I wasn't going to say anything, but all the Barstool content I had planned is just not going to happen. And I don't see why Fox would have made that decision. I don't see why Fox would have made any unilateral decision about how to use Portnoy throughout the season and limit themselves from the ability to be innovative. I will say I have not heard back from other Big Ten schools about their understanding of this situation. But again, it just smells like Ohio State got caught and is trying to spin this.
It's tough to catch game day. Big Noon Kickoff's been doing a good job at pushing pushing towards that. How close has it actually been, and what can a move like Portnoy do to actually get them neck and neck?
I think from just like a raw viewership standpoint, like you said, it's going to be really hard to catch game day. Like last season, Big Noon wasn't even close. I think that now the question becomes, putting viewership aside, what other sorts of metrics, what might matter more? Social media impressions, viral videos, TikTok, X, Instagram, like all of these other, pickups from other media outlets. How are they going to be able to get notoriety and monetize those moments that Portnoy is really known for, right? Like, he's not a linear TV personality. Mm-hmm. He's a social media native personality. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Fox is looking at this and saying, well, maybe we don't even need to catch game day from a core viewership standpoint because, the younger generations aren't really watching TV anyway. So maybe we should just focus on social media impressions and other ways to monetize. And I'm curious to see what metrics they push out that they say are going to be their success markers.
We know the impact of Nick Saban, let's say. great reviews with his season with ESPN College Game Day. We don't yet know what the impact of no Lee Corso is on College Game Day. Just curious of your opinion. Is there a possibility there where there's some negative impact to ESPN and College Game Day now that this is going to be Coach Corso's final game or final show with ESPN?
I'm not sure because, for the past few seasons, unfortunately, Coach Corso has been absent from a lot of episodes, and even the ones that he was in, he's only there for a few minutes.
Right.
It's a rough schedule. It's rough on the body to be traveling every week the way the Game Day folks do, the way the Big Noon folks do. So he's kind of been semi-absent for the last couple years. So I would be shocked if there was a major dip, because I do think that the loyal Game Day viewers have been getting used to the idea of a show without Lee Corso for the last couple of years now. It's almost like they've been phasing him out. And, I don't think they're intentionally phasing him out. I think it's about his health and what he's capable of doing. But I think that everybody's kind of gotten used to the idea that there's going to be a new generation of Game Day. And so I'd be shocked if the viewership really dropped significantly.
Hey, great convo, great insight. And can we have your parents' login information, please?
Yeah, please, just for everyone. Yeah, let us know.
I'll send it to you off the broadcast.
Excellent.
We may need that on Saturday. Who knows? Thank you, Amanda.
So we're going to watch Texas-Ohio State.
You.
Thank you.
Yeah, Chad, that's you get your Auburn-Baylor. I need my Texas-Ohio State,
If you can't get the free login that we got with Fox 1 Hutton, I'm going to continue to plug that just to let everyone know how cool we are. Then you get your Amanda's very smart. Just keep your parents' login info.
It's brilliant.
Like any wise person would do. And you can just watch to your heart's content that way. Very smart by Amanda. That was great.
Yeah. That was like item number 4 on Trey's things to do. That was like, I was like, this is number 1 for me.
If your parents are alive,
if
call your parents
their
up,
account.
Use their account info. That's the next step.
Yeah. Chad, fun show today.
If you're lucky enough that your parents are still alive, then you can get their info and do that. This is a fun show, Hutton. It's good to be back. It's good to be here the week of this disorienting college football stuff going on, right? I'm disoriented this week.
Me too.
I'd walk back into a hurricane.
Every week.
I'm like, man,
every week.
College football is here.
Every week,
Let's
Chad.
go.
Every week. Hey, back at it tomorrow. Hope you'll join us, 11 a.m. Eastern. Hot Mic, Hutton and Withrow, right here at OutKick.com.